Okay, so the purpose of my thesis was to investigate the effect of aerobic exercise on vascular function during sitting. Before we get there, I'd like to take a quick polling of audience. So, how many of you said to sit one day today, 1 hour today, any kinds of sitting, but not including babysitting? So keep your hands up if there's at least 2 hours a day. And how about three? Right? Most of the audience. So that's tell us what we already know, and that is sitting is ubiquitous in American culture and it's everywhere. In fact, the typical of US adult spends about 8 hours in sedentary behavior, mostly sitting, and that is problem. It's a problem because increased time spent sitting is associated with an increased risk cardiovascular disease and mortality. So in the other words, the time you spend sitting at home, sitting at work, and sitting listening to awesome thesis presentations contributes to the risk of developing cardiovascular disease, which is the number one killer of Americans. And now it's not all the bad news. The good news is exercise, particularly aerobic exercise, is effective at treating and preventing the cardiovascular disease. However, the interaction between exercise and sitting hasn't received much attention in the research until now. So for that thesis, so the first thesis, my research team and I took 11 healthy Miami students, and complete them to two conditions. One condition was an exercise conditions where they jogged on the treadmill 45 minutes and then they sat. And the other condition is they, was a non exercise condition where they still did the sitting. And during the sitting, we investigate the function of blood vessels in their legs. And what we found was the participants who were inactive before sit had a decrease in the blood vessel function. In contrast, the exercise protect the blood vessels in their legs. And let me say that again because that is important. Exercise before sitting is effective to protect the blood vessels for up to 3 hours. Now, there is a lot of work that needs to be done, filling in the gap before we know how much exercise and how much sitting we can tolerate. But let me leave you with this example. If you know you are going to go up an hour in the beach, in the sunshine, or maybe you're going to the beach, you take steps to protect yourself, like bring some sunscreen and probably some form of shade. And so the next time the day you are going to spend hour in day sitting, why not protect yourself by take a little bit of exercise first. Thank you very much.